Hello, my Sagittariuses. Welcome back to Vovo Drag Tarot. I, of course, am Joni Vovo, a drag performer based in Sydney's Inner West, in Sydney, Australia. And so this is a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Go brain. So if Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising, this reading's for you. Also know this is a collective reading, so some of the stories might resonate, some might not, so take what fits and leave the rest for another Sagittarius watching on. Today I'm using a Raider White deck, and I'll be doing a Celtic Cross to look at your current situation, what challenges you might be facing, and also what advice and potential outcome might be happening. Also to say, while I do look at what's coming up in the future and a potential outcome, you are a divine, sovereign, autonomous being and make your own goddamn choices based on your heart and your mind and your intuition. So simply use this as a chance for you to perhaps have a little more clarity and insight about your situation, but otherwise make your own goddamn choices about your own life. No. Oh my god. Okay. One more shuffle and then we'll get started. Alright. You ready? Okay. Go to 2 knocks. This has come out so many times. I've done a few other 4 other readings today, and this keeps coming out. I promise you I have shuffled. I promise you. 8 of Cups. Should I stay or should I go? 8 of Cups is great. But if you look at the moon and look at your subconscious, something's telling you that while 8 of Cups is great, there's still a 9 and a 10 out there. And so you're possibly in a place where you're thinking, is there more? Can I achieve more? Can I experience more? Can I have more? Is it time to move on? Is it time to expand? Is it time to let something go? Current energy. All right, Sagittarius, let's look at your immediate past. Page of Wands. So the pages are the students of the deck. They ask questions. They're in a receptive position. They learn. They observe. They study. And so the Page of Wands is that there's possibly some passion that has sparked in you. You can probably see it on the horizon. It's like, oh, I think that's the direction I want to go in. I think, you know, that whatever it is, workplace, relationship, passion, hobby, pursuit, whatever, I think that is for me. I think that's the direction I need to go in. And so you're very precautious. You're not charging ahead like the knight. You're not you're not the queen. You don't just saunter in like you own it already. And you're not the king where you just go like, and then it comes to you and you don't even have to do anything. You're the page. You're very much observing and learning and looking and trying to suss out whatever this is, this new path, this new direction. If we pair that with the 8 of Cups, this is part of it. You're like trying to suss out, is that what I see? Is that what I want? Could I imagine this? Could it happen? And that's what is the deciding factor of whether you stay or whether you go. So what's coming up in the future? 9 of Cups. Well, what did I say? You were heading off from that 8 and you're like, should I find the 9th cup? Well, there it is. So you're going from a place where you're like, is there more? And arriving at a place where you're very satisfied. You're like, yes, this is what I've achieved. This is what I've done. This is where I'm at. So whatever this direction that you're very hesitant about, and you're like, is that the right way? There's the potentiality that it's going to lead to that ultimate, well, that very much satisfaction and being very content and happy with where you've gone and what you've achieved. All right, let's look at the cross energy. So this is the challenge, area of growth, or wisdom that you're currently facing. Okay. So 8 of Pentacles is all about working hard. It's about doing the hard yards to learn a new skill, achieve an outcome. You know, you can see this person here, they're just bashing out pentacles. And that's the way that they're learning how to do it perfectly. Repetition and focus and dedication. So your challenge, this came in the upside position, is perhaps your dedication is under question. Perhaps you're seeing the amount of work that you need to do to get to where you want to go, and you haven't committed yet. You're like, that's a lot of work. Can I commit to that? Can I do it? Can I achieve it? Is it possible? So that's your current challenge or cross energy. So let's look at what you're aware of about this situation. This has come up a bunch of... Sorry, I'm starting to sound like a Muppet. This has come up a couple of times as well. So this is at least the third or fourth time this has come up. Again, I promise I shuffled. Four of Wands, you're thinking about home, security, belonging, family, safety, longevity, about arriving at that home space. So that's what you're aware of. And it seems, for some reason, you feel that to get to home, you've only got a spark of an idea and you're very uncertain about it. But then at the same time, you know that to get there, it's going to take a lot of work and you don't know if you can do it. Take this how it resonates. Like, think for yourself. What is that spark of an idea of how to get to home? Why does it seem so hard? Why does it seem insurmountable? Why does it seem like so much work? Is this a relationship? It seemed, well, no, I'm not going to make it so narrow. It could be a relationship, could be a workplace. If it's a relationship, it might be, I can see that this person is the direction I want to go in and this is going to be my home. But I can see, I don't know how to get there. I've got a glimpse of it and I know it's going to be hard and it's going to take a lot of work. Same deal for a job. I can see that if I go in this direction, then that's going to bring me a sense of home and security and stability and belonging. But I only have a glimpse of how to do it, and I know it's going to be hard. Anyway, that's the energy that I'm getting. Let's look at what you don't see about this situation. And we've got freaking hell. Sagittarius. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. So the thing that you don't see about this situation, the thing that you're so unsure about, you're like, maybe this has the potentiality of getting you from 8 to 9 to 10. And 10 is basically the same as the 4. Like, whatever this is that you're so uncertain about and that you think is going to take a lot of work, look where it's going to lead. Whatever it is. All right. Sorry, I'm getting a bit too excited. I love tarot. This is awesome. Also checking in. How are you doing? I hope this reading isn't too intense. Please take care of yourself. Okay, let's see what comes next. It'll come to me. Advice. Do your shadow work, Sagittarius. Looks like, sorry, I don't mean to be judgmental. I'm not. I'm just reading the cards. Looks like there's something, like, this thing is so uncertain. It's going to take a lot of work. Maybe it won't be as uncertain and take as much work if you look inward and process some things. What's going on in your subconscious, in your body, in your nervous system, in your feelings? Process that. I feel like there's some truth or wisdom here that's going to give you a bit more clarity. All right, external factors. The Hermit. That's interesting as an external factor. The way I read it is, usually the Hermit is self-isolated. Like they made the decision to be a recluse. So in the external factors upright, perhaps you feel you've been put in a situation where you're at a distance to people or you've been cut off and it's almost like forced reclusivity. It's kind of like the universe decided to give you time out Anyway, that's how I read it in terms of external factors. This is a very interesting reading, by the way. Okay, let's look at hopes and fears. Hopes and fears, Six of Pentacles, wanting to be generous, wanting to invest, wanting to give. Whatever this situation is that is unclear and is going to be difficult, you want to invest. All right, potential outcome, drum roll please. Interesting. So the Four of Pentacles, this person has stability. They have what they need to function and survive. But you can see here how tightly they're holding on to it. They're like, no, this is my stability. This is my security. This is my focus. I'm not going to shift from this. I'm not going to risk this. I'm not going to give up this. I'm not going to pursue something else. So I would say it looks like your potential outcome. Make your own choices. It looks like your potential outcome is perhaps to be a bit conservative. Like looking at this whole thing, maybe this hard work and the risk of moving on from the 8, maybe it's too much. Maybe your stability and safety is more important. And that's okay. You make your own choices. It's your life. Okay, very interesting reading, Sagittarius. I hope that was helpful for you. Let me just take a quick look at the bottom of the deck, just to peel back the veil and look behind the curtain. All right, looks like there might be some attempt at communication. Looks like there's some hard work. Looks like there's some lessons that might be wrapped up or might, let's just say that. Let's just say there's some lessons to be learned. There's a struggle to bring things into reality, but then there's a determination towards some new understanding or epiphany. All right, let's do a quick recap of that. So, in this situation where you feel there's a potential for more, to move to ultimate happiness and fulfillment, you know it's going to take hard work and you don't know the way forward. You might possibly have to look within and do some inner work and processing. But at the end of the day, the thing that it seems is the most important to you is for things to be stable and to not go through loss. So it seems like something might need to be communicated, or you're holding back at communicating something. You're still going to do a little bit of work. There's a lesson to be learnt, but maybe there's some resistance. A struggle to bring something new into being, a massive determination, and then some sort of realization. Anyway, sorry, that got a bit abstract. I hope that was helpful. All right, Sagittarius, that's it for this reading. Let me know how this resonated with you in the comments below. Let me know where in the world are you watching on from. I'm in Sydney, Australia, as I said. Otherwise, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time, my loves.